Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. My name is Su Patel and I am all about helping people with creating more joy, more love, more abundance in their lives so that they can live their best lives. So today I want to talk about why is it that we struggle, all right? Why do we struggle in our health, with money, with careers, with our relationship, with just where we are, like why do we struggle, all right? Now, if this is you, then stick around for the conversation. Why do we struggle, right? Is that, there's so many areas in our lives, and we're working so hard, right? We're working hard all the time to improve our lives. And so we think, right? But why is it that we're continuously seeing the struggle? We struggle in our health, like, we're trying to improve it, or we try and eat well, or, in money, we work hard. Like, so then why is it that we end up having extra bills or extra costs coming along, or taxes or whatever that is? Why do we constantly feel the struggle in our lives? This used to be me. I used to struggle all the time. I used to struggle with in every area of my life, or sometimes it just felt like if it's not one thing, there's another, and it's just a struggle, one thing after another, right? And that was all I ever saw, and it was tough. It was really, really tough. And I felt like I had to constantly keep fighting against life to move forward, not even move forward, to just survive. I was just surviving in my life. So why is that? Well, one of the reasons why I was living in struggle was because I really did not have a plan for my life. I did not live my life intentionally in any area of my life. I just lived life on autopilot. Okay. And that's what you do. You wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth, you have a shower, you go to work, you come home, you make dinner, you watch TV, you go to bed. And that's just how life was, right? It was just, an autopilot. And so, like I just wasn't aware of anything. There was no sense of awareness or intentionality. Now, when I started to, learn about myself and learn about the work that I needed to do to lessen the struggle, in fact, I got more struggle because I came up against myself, because I had to constantly take responsibility for the way that my life was, okay? Because before, when I was in struggle, I was constantly blaming the world, the people around me, my parents, my siblings, my friends, everyone was at fault. My boss, my work, my job, everyone. So when I really started doing this work, I realized that, it was even more of a struggle, because I had to start taking responsibility that I'm the reason why my life is the way it is. Okay. Number one. Number two is that my life is the way it is because I haven't created it to be any other way. All right. Now, when I started to really think about that, oh my gosh, like I am the reason. Tony Robbins says, like, your life, you are where you are because of the choices that you've made. And we all are in that place. You are where you are because of the choices that you made. All right. So what choices are you making? Now, taking responsibility for your life is very, very difficult because number one, we have to then step up. Okay. And, when we take responsibility and we step up, that's hard because now it feels like all eyes are on us. All right. But really, it's not about all eyes on us. It's about us actually, taking responsibility, not holding other people accountable, blaming and getting angry and being irrational at other people. It's about actually now turning it inwards and really looking at, what can I do different? How can I be different? How can I start creating the life that I want? All right. So the first thing that I did when I started to, realize this was to create a plan for my life. Like, what is it that I want? What is it that I want to create? What experiences do I want to create in my life? Now, they were, kind of really out there, far-fetched, right? Like things that I've never dreamed that I could have. I started to dream about, I started to think about. And the first thing is just to say what it is that you want. A lot of people know what they don't want, but they don't know what they do want. Okay, so they know that they don't want struggle. They know that they don't want the hardship, but they don't know what it is that they actually want. So just get a blank piece of paper and write down what is it that you actually want. And I do this exercise at least once a month because, I'm always evolving. My identity is constantly evolving and what I want is always evolving, right? And I want to create more and I want to create new and I want to create leveling up. continuously. But that's not to say that I don't love and accept where I am and feel gratitude for where I am. Okay. So that's the next thing really, is that, number one is to create what is it that you want in your life. And number two is to really look at and appreciate where you are right now. Okay. A lot of the time we're focusing on what we don't have. We're focusing on how crap everything is. We're focusing on how bad things are and how bad people are and what all the bad that's going on and how unsafe things are. And, we're looking at what we don't want. So get into a habit of gratitude for where you are right now, because guess what? The more you appreciate and love what you do have in your life, the more you will have more of the good things that you do have in your life, all right? Because it's, you're putting out there more of what you love and what you appreciate. Okay, because in life we're not working on our own. We're working with the universe. We're working with God to create our life. Okay, but often we're trying to do it all by ourselves, trying to control it all, trying to plan it all, and some things are not in our hands. All right, like they're not in alignment with who we really are. Okay, I know that sounds a little bit woo-woo to people who are not used to this work, but that is just the way life goes. All right, so start really to create, number one, your plan for your life. Number two, to create gratitude for what it is that you do want. And then we have to go to creating the self-image. Who is the person that has those dreams and has those goals and can become, who do you need to become to actually fulfill on the life that you actually really want? Okay. And start thinking about, do you behave like the person that you need to become to go and have that goal? All right. Let's say you wanted to earn $1 million, or you wanted to have $1 million in your bank account, as an example, right? It could be anything. It might be a six pack. Okay, let's take a six pack. All right. Somebody who's got a beautiful six pack, hourglass shaped body, do you behave like somebody who has that now? Chances are you probably don't, if that's something that you want, right? What does somebody who has that, how do they behave? They will have certain habits that they put in place to make sure that they have that beautiful body. They will work out, they will eat sensibly, they will drink sensibly, and they will have these habits. They have this sense of discipline in their lives. Somebody who's successful and earning millions or has millions in their bank account, what do? They invest, they take risks, they constantly they save, and they use their money to invest, to make their money work for them. All right. What do we do when we're not in that place? Is we just spend our money. All right. We earn money, we spend it. That's all we do. We don't have a plan for our money. We don't have a relationship to money. All right. So really start thinking about is who is it that you need to become to then go and fulfill on those goals. Okay. And then fourth thing is to start acting or taking actions towards becoming that person. Now, a lot of the time we can't become that person because we have past trauma that we are living with. Okay, we have significant situations in our life that happened, and we created meaning out of those things, and we literally have not worked on those things or unpacked them to let go of them. So we're still walking around like you can't create, you can't paint a new picture on an old picture. You have to clean the canvas, right, to build a new picture. Otherwise, the old picture will muddy the new picture. Okay, and the new picture will never shine through as clearly as it would on a clear canvas. All right. So to clear the canvas, you've got to look at what have been some past significant, experiences that you've had in your life that have upset you and caused you hurt, discomfort, anger, resentment. All of those things, guilt, embarrassment, all of those things, and start unpacking those things, and really starting to look at, okay, why am I the way that I am? Okay. And until you've done that work, you're not really going to be able to start achieving those goals. Like many people don't like going into the past to, because they don't want to bring up those same emotions, those same thoughts, because it's hard, right? Nobody wants to experience those feelings and think about those things, but you got to start facing your fears. You got to start facing those situations to unpack them so that you can then move forward. All right. And once you've done that, then it is really about what do you need to do to start creating those daily habits to become the person that you need to become to create the life that you really want. All right. So I hope this message today has given you some stuff to think about for you to then go out there and create and or just get started on the life that you want to really, create for yourself. Okay. And if you've loved and, you really did get something out of what I've shared with you, please do like and subscribe to the channel so that we can reach more people and help more people. For more content, of course, please do connect with me on my LinkedIn page and on my Instagram as well. Thank you so much. See you on the next video.